This is the lower right, this is the lower left. Okay? If you consider that your mouth is like this. Okay? Now, we are going to take each quarter as containing 8 teeth. 8 teeth. These 8 teeth, you can see them right here, starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You can see them right here, starting from 1 to 8. Okay? And the way we are going to identify them is like this. Okay, let me put this right up here, so we can use it or point to it as we keep going on. Okay, very good. Okay, now this first one, this is called incisor. It is number 1 and number 2, 1 and 2, right here in each quarter. The very first two, from the middle here, this way, this way, this way, this way, are called incisors. And the way the questions are going to be formulated, you will find any one of these teeth lying around by itself without this, because this has the label. Okay? And the question is, identify the type of tooth. This is an incisor. The next question is going to be, how many of these are in the full mouth? So if there are 2 per quarter, there are 8 incisors in the full mouth. 8 incisors. Now, you need to be able to identify the type of tooth from its shape, okay? Especially the tip, right here. You can see that the incisor is a single root, okay? And a very sharp and flat tip right there. That is in contrast to the next one to it, which is number 3. That is called the canine, the vampire teeth. Yes?
So you said there's 8 incisors?
Yes.
How, I see the 1 and 2 and the 1 and 2, but I don't see...
How about the upper one?
Okay, so this is just the lower thing?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, if you look right here, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, but there's also 1 and 2, 1 and 2 right here.
Okay.
So this is the lower jaw, this is the upper jaw. Okay? So you have the jaw, you have 4 quarters. Okay? Upper right quarter, upper left quarter, lower left quarter, lower right quarter. Okay? So there are 2 in each quarter, so there is 8. This is called the canine. The difference between it and the incisor is that the tip here is sharp, but it is not flat, it is pointed. This is your vampire tooth right there. Number 3, right here. That is number 3. There is only 1 of it in each quarter. So there are 4 canines in the whole mouth. There are 4 canines in the full mouth. Now, this one is called a premolar. Very easy to mix it up with the canine. The difference between it, the premolar, look at that. Look at the surface right here. Look at the surface right here. This is sharp and this is flat. Okay? This is a premolar. This premolar is number 4 and 5 in each quarter. 4 and 5 in each quarter. So there are 8 premolars. This is how it looks. There are 8 of it in the full mouth. Now, this one and this one, they are both called molars. This is a 2-root molar. This is a 3-root molar. These are number 6, 7, and 8. It differs in different people. Some of them will have 7 and 8 as a 2-root molar, and number 8 with 6 and 7 as 2, and number 8 as 3-root molars. Some people have all their molars as 3-root. So it doesn't matter. But this is how a 2-root molar looks like. This is how a 3-root molar look like. The total number of molars in 1 quarter are 3 of them. Okay? That is 6, 7, and 8. So this means there are a total of 12 molars in the whole mouse. 12 molars in the whole mouse. Now, when it comes to the tooth parts, okay, when you are asked to identify the tooth parts, there are 3 parts to the tooth. A label across the top like that indicate the upper part of the tooth, which is called the crown. The crown. A label across like this, across the tooth like this, okay, indicates the second part of the tooth, which is the neck. A label along the side or downwards like this indicate the root. So these are the 3 parts of the teeth. Okay, the 3 vertical parts of the tooth. The crown, the neck, and the root. Now, when we are talking about the material that makes the tooth, there are 3 also. And these are only labeled when you open up the tooth like this. When you open up the tooth like this upper part of the material right here is called the enamel. This middle part right here is called the dentin. And this lower part all along the root right here is going to be called the cementum. That is the cementum right here. So as far as the material that makes the tooth, you have the enamel, the dentin, and the cementum. This part is a live tissue, and it is called the bulb. This is live tissue, and it is called the bulb. That is this part, okay? Right here. Now, these 3 parts without the bulb can also be labeled right here. They can be labeled right in this piece, right here. This is here, the enamel. Right here, this is the dentin. And right along down here is the cementum. Okay? There's no bulb right here. Now you can see this also in this diagram right here. In this diagram, okay, this model, the enamel is all this number 19 right here, okay? And this is the dentin, okay? The dentin in this model goes all the way to here. But this lower part of it here is the cementum. So any label in this line here is cementum. If the dentin is intended to be labeled, even though 20 is written here, dentin is only going to be labeled here. So you have enamel, dentin, cementum, and this is the bulb right here. 2 more things you need to know right here. These 2 pieces right here, if the label is here and also here or in any one of these 2 places, that is the gingiva or gum. Simply gum. Gum or gingiva. Okay? Now, this is the bone, the jawbone. And the material that holds the tooth to the jawbone is labeled right here with the white tape. You can see it right here. This all the way around like this called the periodontal ligament. Periodontal ligament. So you have the gingiva or gum and the periodontal ligament right here. This is the alveolar bone or the jawbone. Okay? And that is about it as far as the teeth are concerned. Now, is there any diagram in your lab manual